Okay then guys, welcome back to the channel, and all is revealed. Here are my new track tyres. Enkei RPF1s, as some of you probably already guessed. So what have we got here? So we've got a representative sample of the 3 sets of wheels and tyres that I've currently got. On the right hand side here, your left, is my Workomotion T7Rs. These are 18 by 8.5 ET45, and the tyre on them is Eagle F1 ASIN 5s in 235 40 by 18. Bought these a while ago and I absolutely love them. But I'll go into why I don't use them on track in a minute. Here are the scale, okay, 0 kilograms. So, Workomotion T7R with an Eagle F1 ASIN 5, 18.6 or an 18 by 8.5. That's really not bad, you know, guys. Oh, I didn't do the freedom units. £41. On the left hand side for me, right hand side for you, these are a set of Advanti. I'm guessing they're a type of rep wheel. I don't know the model, but I'll put it in somewhere. So I'll put it up somewhere so you guys can find out what it is. It's an 18 by 8 ET45 again. Currently these are my current track tyres, and they are Enkei AR1s. They're fantastic tyres, and the wheels have been absolutely great. Okay, so that's zeroed. Let's see what this weighs. If any of you guys follow me on Instagram, you'd have already seen some of the weights, so these might not come as a surprise. Let me go to the gym. So that's the Advanti, the Enkei AR1s. What are you doing, gimbal? Jesus. That's showing 21.6 kilograms. Can we get the freedom units? we can get the freedom units. That is 47.59 freedom units. So in the middle, we've got the RPF1s. These are 17 by 8 ET35s. I don't run spacers on any of these wheels. It's not necessary. I personally don't like using spacers myself, but I don't see anything wrong with it for a road car. Perfectly fine, in my opinion. Stop reflecting and doing things. Right. Never touch him, but not quite. There you go. And that's the Enkei, 16.5 kilograms. Thank you. Units, 36.3 pounds. Right, so very quickly, I'm just going to go through the wheels and tyre combinations I've got here. Explain why I've bought these, explain why I'm going away from these, and also explain why I don't use these on track. So starting with the Workomotion, these I bought as a kind of like something I really liked. I love the look of them, and they are a great wheel. And the Eagle F1 ASIN 5s have been a great daily tyre as well. I have used them for wet track days, but the reason that I don't use these predominantly for track is because at 8.5 inches wide, they do rub. Now, I've modified the inside of my wheel arch liners to allow for a bit more space. I don't like doing that sort of thing, and to be quite honest with you, it doesn't really work that well. So the reason I don't use them is essentially they're too wide, but they look great and they're pretty good weight as well, considering they're an 18 by 8.5. Moving on to the Advantes. So the Advantes I got a couple of years ago, second hand off a guy that blue DC5 knows. He used to run them on his FN. I think they suit the FN really well. I'm not sure what sort of rep it is. If you know, leave it in the comments below. But there's two things that this wheel doesn't have going for it. And the first one that really bugs me is multi-fit. These extra holes in the middle, when you're trying to line it up, they're just a pain in the ass. And also the actual recesses where the nuts go, I have to use TGR wheel nuts, because they're the only ones I've found that fit so far. They're quite slender. The second, probably most obvious reason why I'm going away from these is the weight. Simply, these are far too heavy for what I want to be doing. They're perfectly fine as a track day car, as a track day wheel, nothing wrong with it. And also, you know, they'd be great on a daily, perfectly fine. They fit great, they look good in my opinion. And so yeah, that's those. But we're moving on to something slightly more better, shall we say. So the Enkeis, obviously I got these second hand. I want to shout out Amy and Dale at On A Mission. If you guys don't know who On A Mission are, you've been living under a rock. These guys simply have a massive selection of, not aftermarket, but they've got some aftermarket bits as well. They've got a massive selection of vehicles that they've broken over the last few years, and they're sponsoring various people within motorsport, which is awesome to see. So yeah, if you need any parts, speak to Dale or Amy at On A Mission. They're fantastic guys. And also I suppose I should make a mention to Mark Carey as well. If I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I apologise, Mark. But yeah, if you want to follow Mark, he's MC_racing189 on Instagram. And unfortunately, the way I came by these is that these were his wheels and tyres setup on his DC5 track car, which was an awesome car. I actually saw it at Dyno Days after it had been painted and was ready to go out. I did see it on the day, unfortunately, that it was damaged. But I'm sure if Mark wants to mention anything about that, he can do, or you can speak to him directly. So anyway, unfortunately Mark's car was quite badly damaged. It's been repaired, but in the meantime I bought these wheels and tyres off him. So what do I like about the Enkeis? Well, obviously I think they really suit the FN2. Going down to a 17 has allowed me to use an ET35 and also be able to buy slightly smaller 17-inch tyres, which in turn saves me some money. So okay, these were relatively expensive, even though they're part worn, they're in very good condition, and hopefully you'll see in the photos later that they are really good condition. The weight saving, it's unreal. It's like 5 kilos between this and this, at least 5 kilos. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but for unsprung mass, that's a big deal. These are pretty good. I think they're about 19 kilos. So for an 8.5, they're lighter than these, which is not surprising considering these are work and these are a rep. So that's it. We're going to be using the Enkeis going forward. I'll probably replace these tyres depending on how I get on with these AO52s. Apparently they're really, really good. I've never used them, but obviously these are part warns. I really like the Nankang, they've been great. But yeah, I'll probably try these, and if I like them, maybe get another set, or perhaps move on to some Dunlop Durezas. Maybe, we'll see what happens. All that remains now is to give these a good test. So it is, I don't know what time it is now, probably 8 o'clock. And I'm off to Cadwell Park tomorrow morning for a track day to give these a good beatings. So anyway, that's the end of the video, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.